Hey all.
Hello.
All right. As noted in the chat, a little time boxed today, so let's just jump in with client updates. Zeem team.
Hi, Will. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so we have been working on DevNet 3 interop with other clients, resolving the issues that we are currently seeing, and basically reviewing the PR. Apart from that, we have also worked on improving the performance of our Zeem node by caching some of the stuff for running state transitions. And there are some of the PRs that we are sort of reviewing and working on that end, as well as a little bit uh, of PR work on making sure that checkpoint sync scenarios are covered. And so when the node comes back up using checkpoint sync, it is able to participate back in the network. So we were seeing some issues regarding that, and we are still working on that, and hopefully we'll have resolution soon. And for DevNet 4, I think so Anshul has looked into Anshul was looking into the API that Emil provided, and we will start the DevNet for spec work soon by the end of this week.
Very exciting. Thanks, Edger. Reem team.
Sweet, sweet. So we got up to spec and up to we got our client running against other clients for DevNet 3. So on some of Partha's tests, 5 clients were able to interop. Locally, I've tested against like 3 clients, and things seems to work out fine. We beyond DevNet 3, we were working on improving our syncer, and like making it more reliable. Uh, and for checkpoint sync, there was an issue with HTTPS. Uh, we just had to swap out a Rust library, so I think checkpoint sync should work fine with Ream as well now. And yeah, we're ready to start long run DevNets on DevNet 3, and we're ready to start work on DevNet 4 as yeah starting this week.
Brilliant. Thanks, Rick. Clean team. And Camille might still be on the road. Lantern.
Yep. Thanks, Will. Hi, everyone. So yeah, based on Partha's testing, Lantern was able to achieve interop with other clients for DevNet 3. And basically, what I'm currently doing now is, so I have been running Lean Quick Start locally on a remote server for DevNet 2, and then have been seeing issues where, like, after slot 3000, it could be any arbitrary slot, basically finality would break. So I've just been trying to debug issues there. So I'm basically going to be bringing those fixes into DevNet 3 branch, uh, and then basically release a new image for DevNet 3. But yeah, that's more update. Thanks.
Thanks, Finger. ETH Lambda.
Hi. From our side, we were focusing on DevNet 3 through this week. We fixed a small issue, the interoperability of ghosting messages. So we have local DevNets working with first with 2 Zim clients and 2 ETH Lambdas. And then we have more clients working together. We added the attestation committee count CLI parameter. Previously, it was hard-coded. And we were working on some kind of DevX or UX or tooling. We showed logs, tracing logs of the chain of the fork choice. We took the idea from Zim client, doing this kind of ASCII art in the logs in the console. And we took that idea and ported to an HTML page. So we developed an HTML page with a live view of the status of the chain, the final log and the last 55 log. We can share that on the Telegram chat if you want. So that's it. And we this and the protocols. Thank you.
Thanks, Pablo. Gene team.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, so we've completed work on DevNet 1. We should have raised a PR, but then Lean Quick Start is not actively supporting DevNet 1 for now. So we had to test locally. We did the multi-client interrupt test locally, basically, and for now we're actually looking fine with the multi-client interrupt test we did. For now, we're actually working on seeing how we can catch up with other teams on DevNet 3, so that we would also partake in the multi-client interrupt test at least for DevNet 3 as soon as possible. So basically, that's it from our ends at Gene. Yeah.
Thank you. Grandine.
Hello. So we are still working on DevNet 3, and there is still some work done until we can interrupt.
Beautiful. Final call for client teams. I don't think I see Lighthouse or Nimbus representatives. Great. Cool. So moving on to specifications and research. One thing. Go ahead, Thomas.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to ask if there was anyone starting a high-level doc for DevNet 4, and if that was something that
So
could
I
be open.
think Anshul is working on it, and I'll ask him to start a high-level doc on DevNet 4.
Great. And if when they do that, there's the overall PM doc that just it's a markdown that kind of cross coordinates the high level docs. If they could also update that. Thanks. Sorry, go ahead, Thomas.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that about the spec. I have worked like a bit on this last week in order to make some tests, some clarification, and some simplification for the Lean spec client to be ready for Interop. From my local test that I made with Lean spec and Lean spec both interroping together, I obtained pretty encouraging results, but I wanted, like you as client team, to check what this gives with your client and integration, because I think that you are much more experienced than me on everything related to Interop, DevOps, and Lean Quick Start in integration. So please check and let me know if there are some bugs. I am pretty sure that we will find some bugs, but I have tried to clarify as much as possible the spec and the minimal client. I have added some test vectors for example, on everything related to gossip sub, to the sync, and all of this to try at least to discover like preliminary bugs that could happen. I have taken some test vectors from Rust's known implementation, sometimes from EIPs or for existing specifications, in order to make things as clear as possible and avoid in the future potential bugs. So that is done. I didn't want to push much more on this front, since I think that we are, at least in the spec, DevNet 3 ready, and so that you can check clients. Also, I think that before you do the interop, as mentioned by Partha in the chats, we have to be in agreement all together on the SSD container for the signatures. Otherwise, you will have a problem while interoping with the lean spec, because you will not serialize and deserialize in the same way. So yeah, that's it. On the other side, we have worked this week much more on the crypto side of things, because after the paper that has been published last week, I think, about Poseidon 2 improvements of attacks, we have tried to think a bit more, even if we are not panicking at all. We are trying to think a bit more on potential alternatives, for example, Poseidon 1 instead of Poseidon 2, and other potential hash functions. So we are trying to work a bit more on the Plonky 3 framework in order to integrate missing stuff, to be able to benchmark potential hash functions as fallbacks and have solutions in case in the future Poseidon 2 is finally broken. So that is one thing, and also Emi will talk about this more after, but related to LeanVM, we have tried to integrate also potential elements of LeanVM inside Plonky 3 to make in the future the integration of LeanVM via Plonky 3 much easier than it could be right now. So yeah, please Gajinder, and then I guess that Emil will have follow-up stuff. Yeah.
Yep, I just wanted to circle back on the SSD container for the signatures. So I would like to know what is your thinking that why should we have the SSD container for signatures in terms of in terms of it being very neat. Definitely, it makes sense that we can see what the signatures are made of. But does a CL client need to sort of know what the structure of the signature is, and is it useful in any way, or it is just to basically make things easy? Because at least in I don't think we still need to SSD root it, so that won't be the problem. But okay, we might. I don't think we need to SSD root it, right?
Yeah, so I think at the moment we're not hashing it, so it's not a problem. As in doesn't, yeah. But we might need it. I'm not sure if we might need to do it in the future, but I'll let Thomas.
Yeah, I think that for now this is not a problem, but maybe in the future. Like you can try, it depends. Let me think. I think that in some potential scenarios, no, I think that for now this is not a problem.
So I mean, I don't see the need for SSD routing the signature ever arriving. But yes, I mean, even for serialization and deserialization, even though it is not happening at the underlying signature layer, but signature library layer, but now at this layer, I'm not sure whether there are any pitfalls for it or not. But if there is a reasoning that you had to do this, definitely I would like to know that.
No precise thing. I think that this is okay, this is just related to this message that I left in the DivNet 3 group. It was just because I think that at least what I have checked in RIM, but I guess this is the same for the other clients. Like you force the encoding to be 3112 bytes, right? I guess that this is it. You for the
Yeah,
signature,
but I
yeah.
mean, the message says that basically calculating hash tree root of the signature, but why do we need that hash tree root?
No, I don't think that you need it because you mean that this the signatures in your case already arrives as bytes. This is what you mean, right?
Right.
So you mean you never need to hash tree root the signature because this is already done on your behalf, right?
Correct. And basically, since we don't even have signatures in attestations inside the block, because that is what a normal beacon block would have. They would have attestation which had aggregated signatures inside the block itself, but we sort of separated them out, and our signature container carries all the signatures that would be in the block, plus as well as the proposer signature for the attestation that they have, which would then basically change into the full block signature when we have a recursive signature. But what I'm saying is that right now, I don't think we are hash tree rooting signature in any way.
Yeah, that is possible. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see your point. Yeah, I agree. This should not be a problem then.
Yeah,
I
so
think,
even without SSD container implementation, we should be on the same page, right?
yeah, I think so. For now, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, Pata.
So yeah, if that's the case, then I presume we can test Interop with lean spec node. I just had one question for you, Thomas. So right now, I have the Docker under my personal registry for lean spec node. Is there a particular registry you would prefer? I can include that as a separate PR to lean spec to publish Docker images every time there's a merge to master or main branch.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, Emil, please, if you have anything related, if anyone has something to add on this part, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, like Emil, feel free to speak about your advancement for Lean VM.
Hi, yeah, thanks. I slightly modified the ISA and the compiler, and those small modifications improved by about 30% both XMSS and recursion performance, which is nice. That's it.
So I have one small doubt around it. So I was looking into the code and I saw that now we have in the XSMS aggregate container, we already provide like the serialized, deserialized method. So going forward, we'll be using that to encode and decode instead of like SSE serialization, right?
You mean the serialized method in the lean multisig repo?
Yeah.
I think I just put it, but it is not particularly intended for use. I guess you can totally use other encoding. I think all the fields in the structs are public, so you should be able to do whatever you want to encode and decode it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that is possible, but what is like recommended? Because I see that you are decompressing it as well. So, in my opinion, like it's good idea to use it as is, but uh, uh, if there's any benefit of using SSE encoding instead of using the default encoding that is basically provided within the container itself.
the default encoding should work. Honestly, I'm not an expert of encoding, so I don't know, but I think the one which is provided in multisig should be close to like at least not like maybe 95% from optimal probably.
Okay. So I'll just post about it on the group itself for the discussion so that others can also like once go through the details and then comment about it. I believe like rest of the people aren't mostly aware about it. About like the other thing that I had mentioned in the channel itself. So you mentioned that we now have ZK friendly encoding, so we can have the branch with lean sig as well. Like I think will we like wait for the that to be implemented completely, or we'll have like a temporary branch for DevNet 4, something similar to what we did for DevNet 2 in the lean multisig repo?
I believe first we would need to have the ZK-friendly encoding implemented in the lean-sig repository.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Benedict is here. I don't know, like, but and
I'm here.
yeah, perfect. Hi. And if this is uh, I would also have to see with Benedict which encoding is used. But theoretically, once this is done, it should be much easier to snarkify the encoding, and I guess probably a dedicated branch, DevNet 4, as previously, would be the easiest way to proceed. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and
there's an issue in the LeanSig repository to implement the encoding from the paper. I think it should not be that hard. So if anyone wants to do it, I'm happy to review a PR, but I'm not sure if I have the time to do it in this week or next week.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But yeah, if
And
Emil, we
just to
can
be
also sync offline.
Yeah, okay, okay. And just to be sure, it's what you have in mind to use is not top of the hypercube encoding, just basically close to the average target sum, right?
Yeah, I think this is the one that we should try first.
Yeah,
And
and
if it
with
works, then
basically
I don't think the complexity of the other encoding is worth it.
okay, and so basically you decompose each collabers and you do rejection sampling when it's not like there is an edge case, and you do rejection sampling, and consequent like as a consequence it becomes uniform, and that's
Yeah,
it, right?
exactly.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. Okay, should be not okay. Should be to
I mean,
do
I can link you to the section in the paper, but it should just be a new message hash, like a new implementation of the message hash trait, and then combine it with the target sum.
The good news is that that's basically the encoding that is used on the main branch of lean multisig. So at least in lean multisig, it would be very easy to use it. Perfect.
okay, I was just bringing it up because I thought like if it would have taken a longer time, then we'll have to think about it because I should be done with the DevNet 4 speccing by end of this week. But I think like it is not a lot of work, so we should be able to like move forward with the DevNet 4.
If at some point I can find some time, I will definitely try to implement it to make a pair in LeanSig. I cannot guarantee you it will be done in the coming days because of the Poseidon stuff and other things, but I will try to do it as soon as I can find some time. Yes.
Yeah, I don't need it in right away. I'll ping you if I have some doubts as such, but for the speccing part, I don't need it anyway. I just need the API, which is already finalized. So
Perfect.
I'm good on.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Any other spec research related questions, topics? Metrics observability. Anything that you wanted to flag for this week?
Yes, hello everyone. So this week I've been testing Checkpoint Sync, and for 5 clients it went well. So I just shared some tiny issues in the chat. The latest Lantern updated image also works. And after the call I will share with Lambda team what should be fixed, just a small tiny fix. Regarding DevNet 3 metrics, so I updated the dashboards for DevNet 2, so I merged them into one dashboard and will update link quick start soon this week. Regarding DevNet 3 metrics, so I'm working on DevNet 3 dashboards right now, and probably, hopefully today, I will merge the whole PR if there are no comments on this, and we'll share in the tooling chat. That's it from my side. Thank you. So DevNet 3 metrics will be integrated into the dashboard in Link Quick Start. So when we build it, you can check on the go. But it will be a little bit blinded, so let me know if something's wrong. Thank you.
Excellent. Any other open discussion topics? On a fun note, I hope to share the schedule for port mode later this week. So I'll drop that in the PQ channel as a little preview. Okay. Wonderful. Quick, efficient call. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
For
Thank you all.
having me,
Thanks
guys.
everyone.
Thank you,
Talk
everyone.
soon.
Bye, thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.